And then the world was a howling fury, chaos, screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Alright, MiniMe, you destroyed the palace. What are you destroying next?
Don't destroy anything next.
That one will you destroy?
No, don't destroy anything.
Okay. Where are you going?
Wait. Okay.
You can go anywhere except for the palace. What?
Gardens?
No.
The forest?
No.
Where?
Alchemy Tower?
No.
The tavern?
Yes.
Okay.
You could have just said so.
Will you bartend or drink?
Take my sword away.
No. Drinking is bad for you.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique.
How do you gain charm?
One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Do you enter or spectate?
Enter.
Enter. Are you sure?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. You end up blacking out. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize in only your underwear. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home. What happens? What happens?
She probably did stuff it when she blacked out like you did.
Okay, so
Where are you going?
I wanted to take out my rage on people originally, but trees are easier targets. And now that I've spent time with the orcs and I cut down some trees, I'm ready to fight some people in the arena over the outrageousness of my place of employment being destroyed.
You can work
And
at
no
the
one
tavern.
goes to my party. I'm gonna beat everyone up so they know
I would
don't
have
mess with me in
gone.
the future.
I would have gone,
Just don't even. I don't want excuses. I will
but I'm
compete in
not
a
allowed
fight.
to.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse.
Yes.
During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. I could either offer to settle or defend myself. And I will defend myself. This is baseless accusations.
Don't bang on the table.
You cannot say that it's my fault you got hit with a flying axe or something. Because I didn't get hit by it. If anything, you should be suing the guy who threw it. Or got knocked out of its grasp. I will defend myself, and I will win. You object. Holding you responsible for the stray weapon is absurd, like I've previously stated. The judge agrees and dismisses the case. You are awarded 2 wealth from the plaintiff for frivolous accusations. QueTee, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go meditate in the garden. It's a good place to meditate.
Okay. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, a beggar comes up to you asking for any spare change. Do you give him some coin or ignore him?
I'm a nice person, and I wouldn't ignore him, and I'd give him some coin. I'm giving him.
You toss him a
1
sack
wealth.
of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night, you recognize him on a bench. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh roasted chicken. He sees you and smiles, a toothless grin. You feel good about yourself. You gain 1 physique. You gain 1 finesse. You gain 1 mind. You gain 1 charm. You gain 1 magic.
You get almost everything except for wealth when you're happy. It's really weird.
When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? Week 5.
Tomorrow.
What?
We only got 1 week left.
2.
2 weeks left.
MiniMe, where are you going?
Where?
You can go anywhere except for the palace.
I'm confused. Why didn't the tavern break?
Because you weren't there the turn after you became a vampire.
Yeah, you aren't a vampire forever. It's more of a vampire disease than turning into a vampire creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak up. Speak up. Hurry up, come on.
I think
Perfect my face.
I am
Don't cover your mouth like that.
going to the garden
The guard? You,
Hey, that's my meditating
Gardens?
place.
meditate.
Hey, you
Okay.
steal my room.
you spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad.
Cute.
Please, miss, the frog begs. I am not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal. Do you kiss the frog or catch the frog?
Kiss it. Kiss it. Kiss it. It's a prince. You'll become a princess.
What if it's lying?
Frogs can't talk. What if you're...
I bet
I'll catch it. Catch it.
No, kiss it.
You.
you realize that a talking frog is worth a fortune and quickly grab for it. It tries to hop away, but you're too quick. Ignoring the frog's protests, you bundle it up in your bag. Later, you sell it to a traveling merchant for a huge fee. You gain 3 wealth.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
you should have kissed it.
Ew.
You become a
Anyways,
princess.
so
Hey, don't mess with my headphones.
seeing as how I have accumulated a good amount of wealth, I think I will take a gamble. Literally.
No.
I'm gonna bet on fights. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 5 wealth. One day, in between matches, you stumble upon one of the higher ranked fighters ingesting illegal strength potions. Please, sir, don't report me, she cries. I'll even share some of my potion with you if you keep quiet. Do I take her offer or report her?
Be nice.
Take her offer. Take her offer.
Well then.
Be nice.
Now, you see, the mind of a gambler here, so I know that if I don't report her, that means that I know with a lot more certainty that when she's fighting, she's gonna win. She'll help my gambling. And also, it's nice to have strength potions. I will take her offer.
Yay!
Thank you so much for not reporting me, she says, while handing you her flask. You take a small swig of her potion and can feel your muscles expand significantly. You gain 2 physique. Cutie, where are you going? Just wait.
The slums. I pickpocketed last time.
So will you pickpocket or fight crime?
I'm gonna fat crime. I'm a changed woman.
You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One day, a woman in a beautiful, but tattered dress comes up to you with her hands outstretched. She looks extremely familiar, but you can't quite figure out who she reminds you of. Do you give her some coin or ignore her?
I'm pretty nice. I'm gonna give her some coin like I did with that other guy when I was meditating. And yes, same amount.
You toss her a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. She thanks you weakly and walks away. The next night you recognize her on the street. You spot her eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. She sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. You
Yay! I love to feel good.
You gain 1 finesse. You gain 1 mind. You gain 1 charm.
Everything.
You gain 1 magic.
Except for wealth.
The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Almost. Last week. MiniMe, what are you doing? Where are you going?
You're what?
I'm
Stop that.
You're going to the alchemy tower, is it?
Sam, Minnie, don't step on my cord.
Clean the lab or brew a potion?
I'll clean the lab.
You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hand and produces confetti in front of him. Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Do you attempt a simple trick or a complex trick?
I do a simple one.
Are you sure you don't want to do a complex one? Do you want to go out with a bang? By snapping your fingers, you change your eyebrow color. Not bad, one of the alchemists say. You gain 1 magic. Alright. Now that I have strength potions,
Uh-oh.
I have a great advantage in the arena, so I will of course compete in fights.
You cheater.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Do I pick it up or leave it? I'm picking it up. As you pick it up, you hear a voice from behind you whisper, "You're not worthy." The dagger begins to dissolve into a black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone. You feel like you've learned something having witnessed such impressive magic. You gain 1 magic and 1 mind. QueTee, what will your last act before the Yawhg be?
This is so hard. I need a minute to think.
You have 10 seconds.
Wait.
10, 9. That's annoying.
Wait.
The hospital?
Yes. And it doesn't matter if I let the leeches out.
Do you clean up or tend to patients?
Attend to patients.
You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before.
Oh no.
While walking by his bedside, he looks to you and rudely asks for a glass of water. Do you get him water or ignore him?
I'm really nice and I'm gonna get him water because I'm nice like that.
You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swings it around, and then proceeds to spit it at you. You manage to quickly duck underneath the stream of water.
Yay! How
You
did that
scold the
happen?
obviously insane man for spitting at you. This scolding is good practice for social interaction. You gain 1 charm.
Yay! Wait, what's a scolding mean?
It's like when I say, bad cutie, bad, you can't do that.
Oh.
The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? Minnie, what are you doing? What will you be? You can be the leader, the builder, the conjurer, the doctor, the smelter, the tailor, the looter, or the town drunk. You have 13 charm, 10 mind, 7 finesse, 3 physique, 8 magic, and 7 wealth. I think you would be a good leader. The leader? You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. I have 11 wealth, 6 magic, 7 charm, 9 mind, 11 finesse, and 15 physique.
What you gonna do?
I will be the smelter.
Okay.
You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building materials. Your former riches provide a wealth of metal for the survivors to build with. This helps the survival effort immensely. You lose a lot of money in the process, though. You lose 3 wealth. You lose another 3 wealth. And cutie.
What would I be best at
You've
with?
got 7 physique, 10 finesse, 14 mind, 9 charm, 9 magic, and 2 wealth.
Which would I be best at
I think
at
that's
this
big
time?
for a good doctor.
Well, I always did want to be a doctor.
So you're the doctor?
Yeah.
You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You're able to fix up most of your patients in no time at all. This means there are more people to help with rebuilding the town. This helps the survival effort considerably. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives. This time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we flourished. Towers, once wrecked and ravaged, rose towards the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready.
Yay!
We got the good ending!
The best ending so far. There might be a better one, but this is probably the best ending in the game.
Alright, let's see how we turned out individually. Starting
I'm
with
last, yay.
MiniMe. After the town is rebuilt, you go back to meditating in the park. You spend weeks at a time sitting in one spot, trying to cross to another plane of existence. After years of attempts and self-sacrifice, you finally manage to cross over to the astral realm. You come to find that the astral realm is exactly like the normal world, except everyone's eyes are slightly smaller. You don't know how to get back home.
I had that ending before, it's not that sad.
With the village doing okay, you take to the forest looking to find something new. One day, while out there, you hear hundreds of footsteps heading in your direction. It's the bad Vorks! Yay!
I knew that would happen somehow.
Yeah.
Yep, his orcs friends.
Rish
You
gets
guys
down
have
from
some.
her mount and gives you a hug.
Again.
She was worried you died in the events of the storm and was coming back to the town to try and find you. They offer for you to become an honorary orc and wants you to ride by their side. You happily accept. You spend out the rest of your days pillaging, slaughtering innocents, and attending crazy orc parties. Oh yeah, party hard forever. With the old tavern owner dying in the Yawhg, you decide to take on the task.
Why?
Before long, the tavern's busier than ever, filled with good music, games, and friends. Your tavern's doing so great that every other tavern in the area has closed down.
Huh?
You start a chain of taverns throughout
I
the
don't
city
wanna do
to
that.
fill the demands. Each new tavern you open makes it more difficult to manage all of them. You begin enacting policies that will make it easier for you to keep track of how the taverns are being run. The taverns all start to become bland and uninteresting places to be. But since you have a monopoly, you're still making ridiculous amounts of money.
Wait, what do I have?
A monopoly.
What does that
It
mean?
means you're the only person who has taverns. No competition. You're the only game in town. Well then, that has been the Yawhg. Until next time, I've been CMeeCraft with QueTee and MiniMe.
Bye.
And at the very least, I will see you in the next episode.